So tarot is very often used to predict the future. It's very, very often used to try to get inside of the mind of another person, usually a limerent object. Tomorrow and Wednesday, I'm going to talk about whether or not we're justified in believing that tarot has these powers. But today I just want to talk about the study of ethics and then hopefully apply it to tarot in a way that's useful. So what is ethics? Also called moral philosophy, so it explores the principles, values, and rules that govern human conduct. Ethical questions are questions about what is right and wrong, good and bad, just and unjust. For example, how should we live? What should our guiding ideals be? What sort of life is worth living? And how should we treat one another? You know what? Actually, I think I want to cut to this. I'm not showing this woman to make fun of her. Her behavior is unacceptable. I also will not make excuses for her, but I'm certainly not here to make fun of her. As far as I know, she hasn't responded to tarot specifically, but when you hear her talk, if you're, a fan of tarot or anything, new age adjacent, you'll recognize some of the things that she's saying.
Okay. You want to ask me questions?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Why don't you start from the beginning? How did you wind up here?
I wound up here on a road trip from Florida, looking for, I guess, love. And I was following the number 33. I used to wake up every day and every night at 3:33. It was always 3:33, 3:33. So I kept following the number, and I said, why am I following number 33? And I spoke to a psychic, and she told me,
So she spoke to a psychic.
She told me I have the same birth chart as Jesus.
Okay.
So then I said, okay. I look up Jesus. He was 33 when he came to be. So I was like, that's a 33. My left eye axis is 33. The location I came from in Miami was 33111, the zip code. This zip code here, now the coordinates on the map was 33111.
Jacqueline, how did you come to meet the man who is related to your case?
Oh, Isaac Ben Shabbat. I met him online. I was looking for my healing angel. The psychic I met told me I would be.
Okay, so this woman, she was a Florida resident, and I think she drove to Arizona to show up at the house of this man who she insists she's supposed to be with.
And I was talking to the bartender about the number 3, and I said, so the number 3, I told him the story, how I got here, just because I got here, the number 3. And then he said, not to say anything, but look behind me. And I looked behind him, and there's the giant number 3. So I was like, are you my healing angel? And he was like, no, I'm not. And then I said, okay, well, maybe you're going to lead me to my healing angel. So he said, you should probably go to Sedona. It's in Arizona. I said, I never heard of it. And I look up Sedona, Arizona. It's the 33rd most spiritual place. So I canceled my trip.
33rd most spiritual place.
In Mount Zion. And Isaac texted me, and he says, have you ever been to Arizona? And I was like, this is really weird. I just decided to come here. And I said, I'm not going to meet him unless God throws it in my face. So we start talking. I was like, I'm not going to go there.
Okay, so synchronicity, we don't know what they mean, but it's very easy to see a synchronicity and believe that that's a confirmation that whatever it is that we want is not only of true and there for us, but also somehow divined by God or the universe. Very dangerous.